you don't think this is the greatest thrift store find in history, I'm really not sure we can be friends. Hi all, welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. I'm so excited to dive into this today because I wanted to share with you my collection of cheesy Christmas shirts and sweatshirts. I'm also going to be opening day 2 of my Harry Potter advent calendar at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you want to see what's inside. I'm really excited to do this because I am completely obsessed with Christmas. I love it, so I end up getting a lot of like clearance Christmas shirts and things after the holidays over, and to be honest, I kind of wear them all year, especially as pajama shirts or just whenever I'm feeling a little bit down. And a bunch of my friends know how obsessed I am, so I tend to get them as gifts a lot too. So I've amassed a pretty hefty collection and I'm still planning on adding a lot more. I literally was getting upset today because I'm like, I don't have a different shirt for every day of Vlogmas, this is terrible. So that's where my head's at. I just can never have enough. It's kind of like Harry Potter clothes. How can you ever have enough? My first shirt I wanted to showcase was this Christmas Story shirt that I found at the thrift store, as I said. I got this for, I think, less than $4. I don't remember for sure, but it just is a leg lamp and it says a major award. I really love that it doesn't say the name of the movie. I love that it's just black and white. I love that there's like no real indication that it's Christmas or even from something really. It's just, if you don't know the movie, it's going to seem completely random, and if you do know the movie, you're going to love it. And I really love fandom things like that. I love something you have to kind of like be in on to get. Honestly, it's almost like a little introvert calling card, like, hi, I might like you. This is usually the first one I put on once it hits the holiday season because I just get so excited to wear it. It's honestly a little too small for me. It's kind of uncomfortable, but I was gonna get it anyway because how can you pass this up? Seriously. The rest of my Christmas shirts I keep primarily in my Hogwarts luggage container. I keep it in here because I don't have a whole lot of space for clothes. Like, we kind of use our bedroom as a living room too, so we don't have a lot of space for like dressers and things like that. And because of that, I tend to keep my Christmas clothes separate from everything else so I can take it out of my closet if I have to. And this luggage is kind of the perfect size for it. Plus Harry Potter and Christmas combined just makes everything perfect to me. My next Christmas shirt I have is just this very classic Santa with Believe on it. I got this clearance Walmart a couple years ago. Again, I think for like less than $4 or $5. And what I love about it is it almost looks like that Coca-Cola classic Santa without being like a Coca-Cola shirt or an advertisement shirt, which I really love. It's just very sweet and simple, and I like the whole concept of believing. I'm kind of one of those dorks that secretly still deep down is kind of like, well, maybe he's real. I don't think I'll ever completely grow out of that. This was another shirt I got on clearance at Walmart. Like I said, I grabbed a ton of them when the holiday was over because it's really, really hard to turn them down when they're like, you know, $3 to $4. And this one just has a lot of foil printing of different Christmas words like love, joy, believe, and they all make a shape of a Christmas tree, which is just kind of nice and simple. And honestly, it's the kind of artwork I used to do a lot when I was a kid, so it kind of reminds me of like being a little kid and making my own Christmas cards, so it really kind of perks me up a little bit. Next is this Rudolph t-shirt that my friend gave me for Christmas last year. And where my friends really get me is when she gave it to me, she was like, oh, you know what? I got you this because it's subtle enough. I think you can probably wear it all year long. And I did. She's right. To be fair, I probably would have if it hadn't been subtle too. But I really like that it's meant to be kind of a vintage design. It looks like it's kind of worn out and faded. I love that since it's, you know, a 60s special, so it kind of fits with that whole vibe of just a little retro. It's really soft, it's really fun, and I love Rudolph so much. As you've seen in a lot of my videos, I have Rudolph just on my bed. I have a couple of different stuffed Rudolphs, honestly. I'm obsessed with that special, it's everything. Next, and this is pretty random, but very me, and I love it, it's this big sweatshirt that says How the Goo Goo Dolls Stole Christmas with Johnny Resnick and Robbie Takak on it from the Goo Goo Dolls. And this was a gift from one of my absolute best friends I've been friends with since I was 16, and we met online on a Goo Goo Dolls forum. I'm not very cool. I've never been that cool. We met and bonded, and she lives several states away, but we just started talking constantly about lyrics and poetry, and then the next thing we knew, we were like sisters basically. And I love this sweatshirt because it's massively oversized. It's very, very soft, and I'm a big Grinch fan, and I love it because the Goo Goo Dolls have like nothing to do with Christmas, and that just makes it even better to me because it's kind of like, who would ever think to put these two things together, and also what two things could make me happier, you know? It's just fantastic. So it reminds me of one of my closest friends. It reminds me of being 16 and meeting her, and it also kind of reminds me of, remember when like Johnny Resnick did that Gap Christmas commercial years and years ago. Still kind of gets stuck in my head sometimes. So, you know, it's a stretch. You can count them as Christmas, I think. But, you know, this makes me incredibly happy. I love it. Again, it's something that I feel like not everyone would love, but it's so me that I just, I feel very loved and seen when I'm wearing it. This one does not look impressive at all, but I'm so attached to it. I keep almost throwing it away, and I just cannot bring myself to do it. But it is this giant Snoopy Christmas t-shirt, and as you can see, I've cut out the neck now to kind of make it an off-the-shoulder giant tee, just to, because like it got so old. This shirt is probably, honestly, it's probably 10 years old, if not a little bit older. And eventually the collar got worn out and stretched and kind of scratchy, so I just cut it out. I'm like, whatever, I'm just making an oversized tee. Like, it was not this faded at all. It was not meant to be like a vintage retro looking one at all. It's just completely fallen apart because I've worn it so many times now. I don't know how many times this poor thing's been washed. I sleep in it constantly. It's kind of a standard pajama shirt for me all year long. And like I said, I keep almost throwing it out because I'm like, look how faded this is. It's done, and I can't do it. Something about it makes me so happy. I've always really loved the Charlie Brown Christmas special, and my dad and I were very, very obsessed with Charlie Brown and Snoopy growing up, so it always kind of reminds me of him and our bond over that. And it being an older shirt almost makes it better because it kind of reminds me of Christmases a long time ago and just that really nostalgic feeling. I think about every Christmas I've seen whenever I wear it, so I'm probably not getting rid of it for another 10 years until it just disintegrates and flies away. This one makes me super happy. Again, this was another, I don't remember if I got this at clearance at Walmart or if I just caved and got it early. It says Meowie Christmas with a bunch of fancy kind of retro cats, and the Meowie and the hats and everything are also all glitter and sparkly, and there's literally no way I can turn down cats and a pun and Christmas and glitter. Like, that's just like a lethal combination for me. I love it too because it's kind of does have that like 60s vibe to it, so it kind of feels a little like retro pop arty, but also still completely cheesy and tacky, which, you know, might as well dress up the tacky just a little bit sometimes. That's what you do at Walmart, is get dressed up clothing, right? This shirt's honestly so thin, it's kind of hard to hold up, but I wear it a lot in the summer because of it. But it just says, what happens under the mistletoe stays under the mistletoe, which was not necessarily like a saying. I was like, oh my god, I'm in love with the saying, but again, I got suckered in because of all the glitter. Like, I just have to have the glitter, and I didn't have very many green Christmas shirts, and it's just kind of fun and cheesy. I don't know, I kind of like taking something that is decidedly like not innocent and sweet like the Vegas slogan and turning it into something completely dorky and sweet. Like, I don't know, that kind of works for me. Although now I'm thinking about it, a lot of people probably don't think of that phrase as dorky and sweet, what happens under the mistletoe. I'm like, no, it's sweet and innocent, it's just a little kiss, right? I'm 7 years old, I swear. This one I just caved and got myself this at Target. It was way too expensive for what it is, and I should not have done it, but I couldn't help it. It's a crop sweatshirt that says Christmas is better with friends, with the cast of Friends on it. And I can tell that this is going to like fade eventually. It's pretty clearly not great made, but it's very soft and thick, which I love. The reason I had to get it is it just, I'm like, I don't know how many times I've watched the Friends series. I honestly don't. I probably have the whole thing memorized. So obviously the combination of Friends and Christmas kind of got me anyway, but the fact that it's like not a Christmas photo, like it's just the cast. They're not wearing Santa hats. They're not even wearing sweaters. It's not even like the apartment's not decorated, and Monica would have the apartment decorated. Like, come on. So it's not at all a Christmas photo. And for some reason, the fact that this was clearly just like a slightly mindless cash grab almost made me like it more because it just seemed completely ridiculous. I'm like, this is stupid. I have to have it. I'm not sure picking your clothes based on how stupid it seems is the smartest fashion choice, but you know, that's what I do. This one I actually haven't worn yet. I bought it on clearance, again at Walmart. I really hit Walmart's clearance section a lot because they end up having like the weirdest, most random things really, really cheap. And I can't wait to wear that this year. But it is a sequined Santa on a unicorn. And the sleeves of the sweater are like that puffy Sherpa material. And it's giant. It's so big. So I can't wait to wear this. I'm probably going to wear this most of this season, honestly. It's just the most ridiculous thing. I have an absurd amount of unicorn things. Again, I'm 7 years old. And just Santa on a unicorn, I kind of hate myself for not having come up with this, but Yeah, this, about the only way this could be more me is if the sweater was like pink and there was a cat and Harry Potter somehow on this, but it's pretty close to perfection for me, to be completely honest. A couple other little things that are not shirts or sweaters, but I wanted to show anyway. I have this little sweater dress from Forever 21 that's meant to be a Christmas tree dress. I do love it. It was actually really comfy, but it's not like the best quality. The garland fell apart while I was wearing it on the first day I wore it. The balls are falling off. Like, it's not the best quality. I got it on sale at Forever 21 at least. I didn't spend a lot of money on it, and I haven't thrown it out because like the base of the dress is still okay. Like, it's still decent, and honestly I really like the like Christmas lights sewn on. Those stay on, so I could probably honestly pull everything off. Well, that literally just came off in my hand as I said. This is not great quality. I could probably pull everything off and still like the dress, so I kept it. But I'm thinking about maybe trying to like pin my own things to it this year, like maybe like take a lot of the stuff off and just use safety pins to put on some Christmas ornaments to kind of decorate the tree, and that way it could be different each time, kind of like decorate my dress. So I'm keeping it for that reason. You'll probably see it in Vlogmas a couple of times. I might deck it out differently. I might even do a video of me fixing the dress and adding some stuff to it. Let me know if you're interested in that for sure. But yeah, you still see the glue on it from like, it just stuff's just glued on, so it was not great. The dress itself is not bad quality, but like the stuff on it is not great, but I'm gonna see what I can do with it this year. This is from Forever 21 too, and it actually is really nice quality. It's very thick, and I didn't expect it to be this thick, warm, and comfortable, but it's Buddy the Elf. It just says Santa's coming, and he's screaming as he is in that scene. And I've been wearing this literally inside the house even. Actually, I may not take it off now. It's so comfortable. It's like huge. It covers my ears, which I have a really hard time finding. Like, I have a big head. I have a very hard time finding like these style hats that fit me, but also like cover my ears and aren't either way too small or way too big. This one's big, it's thick, like everything seems to be like lasting and sewn on to this for the most part. So I think it's gonna last longer than the dress. So I'm happy with this. Like, Forever 21 is not always terrible quality wise, but honestly, I feel like I knew what I was getting when I bought a Christmas dress with garland and like balls attached to it. This is a dress I ordered from Dress Lily, and I do like the dress. It's pretty decent quality. Unfortunately, I got it in a size that turned out to be too big, so I might even reorder it in a smaller size. But it's just a nice kind of like standard vintagey top. But the skirt is music, like sheet music and cats in Santa hats. And I love this. Again, I'm a huge cat person, and I really love that it's like a kind of classy style vintage retro dress, but with something completely ridiculous on it. Again, I like to class up the tacky sometimes. It's a little fun. I guess I just like 60s era tacky. I don't really know what that says about me, but it's hysterical. It's so much fun, and when I wear it, I just feel happy and bouncy and giddy. Like I said, it's a little too big, so I'm either going to try to like tailor it this year to fit a little better, or possibly get it again in a smaller size, because the stuff on Dress Lily is really, really inexpensive if you hit a sale. The shipping took forever, so keep that in mind if you consider getting something for Christmas. I would order it very soon because I cut it close. I ordered this dress really early, and I still barely got it in time for Christmas last year, but I do love it. It's just silly and fun. Also, I'm very into Christmas leggings. I love them because you can wear them with more basic things and still make it Christmas. I have this pair from Forever 21. It's super, super soft and stretchy, which I love, with just reindeer and little like snowflakes. I mean, not really snowflakes, but you know it's supposed to be snow, so it's good enough. I wear these all the time. They're thick, they're comfy, they're breathable. They're leggings. I feel like Forever 21 is very hit or miss. Their leggings are either fantastic or terrible. These I got from Walmart probably during my Christmas shirt spree there, but it's just full of like snowmen and candy canes and Christmas trees. I wear these a lot too. I think they're fun. And this was Forever 21 as well. They're similar to the others in quality, a little bit less thick, which is okay because I get overheated really easy. And this is just red with white snowflakes all over it. I like this too because I feel like I can wear it all winter without getting judged quite as harshly by everybody, so that's something. And last but not least, if you've been watching my girlfriend's Vlogmas, which I'll link to her playlist of her Vlogmas in my description, you've seen me wearing this a lot. I got this for like $10 at Christmas Tree Shop, and it is literally the best $10 I've ever spent in my entire life. But it is a onesie that is Rudolph, and that is the hood, It has pockets. I love it because it doesn't have feet, so I don't get as overheated in this. It's just cozy and soft and cuddly, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's got like the big reindeer tummy and everything, and I've been wearing this so much since I got it, and I'm probably gonna be wearing this honestly most of December, so I love that. Again, best $10 I think I've ever spent in my entire life. So that is most of my Christmas clothing collection. I also have honestly enough Christmas socks to probably do an entire video on that. I have no idea if anyone find that interesting. I don't know if anyone's gonna find this interesting, but I just wanted to talk about these because I'm a dork. I also have like Santa gloves and a few little things like that. Like again, anything Christmas I am a massive sucker for. Speaking of Christmas that I am a sucker for, let's open day 2 in my I'd Rather Stay at Hogwarts This Christmas advent calendar, which I've loved so far. Day 2 is right at the top. Trying not to actually rip it. Oh, I love this. It's a little Ravenclaw notebook. Look how cute that is. And it's nice lined notebook, actually kind of thick lines, kind of thick paper. Quite a few pages actually. I love this because I am canon, I'm a Slytherin. Non-canon, I'm definitely a Slytherclaw. So I like having like a couple little Ravenclaw things here and there to kind of remind me of my like full spectrum of houseness, and I really like my little scholarly things to be more Ravenclawish, so a little notebook is perfect for that, and it's a great size to just pop into a purse. I think I'm probably going to keep this in my purse. So excited. Alright guys, that's it for day 2 of Vlogmas. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, stay merry, and I can't wait to see you again. Also, if you have a favorite Christmas shirt, sweater, or honestly any item of Christmas clothing, definitely tell me about it in the comments below. Seriously, I could talk about Christmas all day. Alright guys, thanks so much.